works. You got to explain to me, how does this work with three women?
Okay. Well, which part exactly don't work?
No, but I've never.
Yeah, the reason why she doesn't understand it is because we live in a homosexual social order. That's why she doesn't understand it, chat. That is why she doesn't understand it.
Like, just the day-to-day stuff, how you decided to get into it.
Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button, by the way. We hit 1,000 likes. I'll stay on YouTube a little bit longer for you, ninjas, even though I hate this platform. So do me a favor and smash that like button for me. And I'll stay on here a little bit longer. Smash like button on YouTube. Okay.
So keep this brief. So after my very public, very ugly divorce, I made the decision that I was never going to tell another lie to a woman ever again in life. I own the things that I did in that marriage to mess it up. I own it completely, and I decided I didn't want to be the reason that anybody ever felt like that ever again. So I went to, one of the women, one of the three I've been with a little longer than the other one. So I basically went to her and said, "Listen, I rock with you. I love you, but I have to be honest with you. It's not just you. I would love for you to meet these other women, and if we can figure out a way to do something together, cool. If not,
That's actually, bro, the second must be watching the show, bro, because I literally said that's how you got to do it. Like, obviously, you get along with her, and you have the other person that you tell, look, I got these other chicks. You get along. I want you guys to meet. And then what's happening, guys, a lot of the times, is the girls end up getting along with each other. Believe it or not. It does work out if you know what you're doing.
that's cool too.
Because keep in mind, if you've done your vetting properly, they all have similar behaviors and characteristics.
I let her decide. Let them choose. Everybody chose to stick around.
Okay.
And so now it's just a matter of, so I think the main understanding is I'm not in three relationships. I'm in one relationship with three people.
One relationship
Yes.
with three people.
Yes, we figure out ways to make everything work. Now, of course, everybody gets their individual time, but group time is just as important as individual time. Somebody asked me a question about Valentine's Day coming up.
Yeah, so how do
it
you work
works.
Valentine's Day?
So for like normie dudes and like, women like this, they can't even fathom it. Xander celebrates 4 months of subscription. Welcome, bro. Welcome. 4 months, man.
Oh, mind you, these are three different women, three different personalities.
Yeah.
I can't do blanket stuff like red roses for everybody. I don't even like red roses. I can't do that. So I have to make sure that I get a gift for each of them that matches who they are. But then as far as like where we go and what we do, that we decide together. We go to one.
Someone said he's a rich narcissist. I love it how like if a dude like is honest with women, like there's no winning, bro. Like there's no winning. Like if a dude is honest with chicks and says, I want multiple women, you're just a rich narcissist. Like it's like, bro, you can't win with these niggas, man. It's like loser men and loser women always have something to say, bro.
Restaurant, one concert or whatever it is that we're doing, and then everybody gets the individual gift and everybody's happy.
So, but does that require, because it's three women? That seems like a lot of work. So it seems like more work than with one.
I've never been afraid of never.
Can they date other men? No. And
Hell fucking no. Hell no. And for any of you, you should never allow that. Ever. Okay? Completely unacceptable. If you're gonna have an open relationship, it's only open on your side, bro. Never on hers. Okay? We got an idiot in the chat. Time to cook this. Newbag says, is this partner still fear mongering that Iran war accept L already? Hey, Newsbags, how am I wrong about the report? Go ahead. Go ahead, buddy. At least one time per show, I gotta show how stupid chat are. So let's go ahead, my friend. You have an opportunity right now. What's this idiot's name again? Newbags eat my tea. Go ahead, bro. You have the opportunity. You've been spamming. Is it still fear mongering the Iran war? Tell me how I'm wrong. No one's fear mongering the Iran war. I've been explicitly clear in my position that this is a strategic failure. And many seasoned military analysts agree with me that have significantly more experience than you do. But go ahead and tell me how I'm wrong. Let's go ahead. He says, Myron Ridge, okay, tell me how I'm wrong, buddy. No add-ons. Go ahead and tell me how I'm actually and factually wrong. My position on the Iran war is that it is a strategic failure. Okay? It can be a tactical / military success while simultaneously being a strategic failure because we did not accomplish any of our strategic goals prior to the war. So tell me how I'm wrong. His name is Newbags. Newbags YT. Hilarious. See, and every now and then, chat, I have to like obliterate someone. Okay? In chat to remind you guys how stupid the general consensus is. So I'm giving this guy an opinion, the ability right now to refute what I said. Refute what I said when it comes to this war being a strategic quagmire failure, despite the fact that it may be a tactical / military success. Because tactics and military force is done with the purpose of a strategic victory. And there has been no strategic victory, so therefore this is a loss. So please tell him. He says, LMAO, I'm trolling. Exactly. You rubber meets the metal with a little bit of pressure and have got nothing to say. Enjoy the shower room. Anyway, back to the show.
No, it's why.
No, it's because okay.
So all lose all of our motion here. Yeah, you know, this is why people are stupid, bro. As soon as he gets called out, oh, I was just trolling. Yeah, okay. No, you were dead serious. But once I presented my position, you realized you couldn't fucking win anything, and you just shut the hell up and said I'm trolling. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, that should be common sense, but let's see how he explains it. I'm actually interested to see how he's going to explain this because what he's doing is obviously extremely red pill aware, but he's around a bunch of normies. So let's see how he explains this because if he explains this incorrectly, everyone's going to lose their mind.
I've made no request for exclusivity of any of these women. I've never said, if it ain't me, it ain't nothing. I've never said that. I didn't ask for them to be with me. They said they want to be with me. Okay, they gave me their exclusivity. Meaning if you gave it to me, it's mine.
Yeah, he got his publicist to write on that one, bro. That was 1000% a publicist's written answer. That is a publicist's written answer. Okay. Pure answer. I get because if you guys notice, he didn't really answer the question, brother. Okay. The first choice to them. That's the first deflection.
It ain't me. It ain't nothing. I've never said that.
The first more authority to them.
I didn't ask for them to be with me. They said they want to be with me. Okay, they gave me their exclusivity. Meaning if you gave it to me, it's mine. And that's that. Now, if it was the other way around.
Notice how he's staying away from the biological differences. Did you catch that, chat? Fuck! You caught that? Notice how he completely avoided the biological differences between men and women? And went right into, well, it's their choice. I didn't force them. I told them, like, it's exclusivity. I'm not telling them that they can't do it. I want to be a partner, bruh. Fuck. Me and you, but guys, and this is the thing, bro. This look, I get it. This is actually a very good, politically correct answer, right? It's a good politically correct answer, but it's fucking bullshit, right? The real answer is simply this: men and women are not biologically the same. Okay, women since the beginning of time have shared higher status men sexually and been okay with it. It was literally required for their survival. It's only in modern day times where women have all this choice of the lie of feminism. That women sit there and demand monogamy from higher status men. This is a relatively new concept. Okay? But what people must understand is that women have the hardwiring and the ability to be with a man that has multiple women. And the reason why they have this ability is for their own survival. Because before feminism, before all the modern conveniences we have, women understood that their ability to survive was contingent upon the male partner that they had. So if your survival's on the line, are you going to care if he has 5 other women? No, you don't care. Can he provide for me protection and give me and my children enough calories to survive? Yes? Fine. His survival value is high, so I will align with him. Simple as that, bro. It's that simple. It's that simple. Now, obviously, through feminism and egalitarianism and, all this bullshit about partnership, etc., like we've kind of muddied the waters to make women feel like they're equal to men, but they're not, dude. They're just not. It's all cap. They're not. They never will be. And biologically speaking, women have always had this ability to consolidate on a guy that's higher status with other women and get around it, right? Like, for example, I'll give you guys an example. Human beings grow hair all across their body, correct? We grow hair all across our body. Why do we grow hair? Well, it's kind of like a natural jacket, so to speak, right? So it'll keep you warm, right? Now, since we live in a modern society, right? Most people groom their hair. They cut their beard, they trim it up, they cut their hair, they clean their body hair if it's too much, right? But ask yourself, why is that hair there in the first place? Well, it's there to help us with combating the cold, right? That's why white niggas be hairy as fuck, right? Helps protect you from germs. It's a filter, keeps you warm. All these different natural reasons, right? That's why you have a beard, hair, all this stuff. But since we live in a modern society, what do we do now? Well, we groom. We trim our beards. We trim our hair because we don't need, right, all the natural benefits of body hair to the degree that we needed it thousands of years ago. So, despite the fact that we're more advanced now, thanks to modernity, it does not change the fact that our bodies still do something natural that's been around for thousands of years for our self-preservation. This is the same thing with women. Okay, guys, that's why I'm bringing this up. Though we live in a modern society where feminism is here and we think that men and women are equal and egalitarianism, blah, 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 this does not change the fact that women are still hardwired to accept a man that has excess resources and status. And I would argue they're even wired to be attracted to these men for their own self-preservation. This is why status and money and everything is such a big deal for women. It's more than for looks. That's analogous to the other example I gave you, where we still grow body hair despite the fact that we live in a modern society. As a matter of fact, we've civilized society so much that you could cut all your body hair off and be fine. Why? Because we've cultivated jackets. We have an entire industry where you can buy jackets and coats and hats and gloves. So we solved the problem that hair used to kind of deal with coats and jackets. So now we have the privilege of being able to shave all of our body hair off from an aesthetic perspective, while not utilizing, while still having the ability to utilize jackets and coats to keep ourselves warm. Does that make sense, chat? We still grow body hair despite the fact it's 2026. Women still want men that are able to attract a lot of women despite the fact that it's 2026. Give me ones that makes sense. Want men that are able to attract a lot of women despite the fact that it's 2026. Give me ones if that makes sense. Sticky Jit says, kind of makes sense. I guess same thing, really. People are over here talking about their blood here. Bro, we're not. Okay. I think some people listen out there. All right, smash the like button, by the way, guys, Fred. On YouTube. So the other thing also, that Neo probably doesn't want to, someone said, holy up. Bro, this nigga's name is Take Over 10. You've been spamming the entire show. Someone give me a sub. Someone give me a sub. Someone give me a sub. Since 11:22 p.m., bro. You've been spamming that. And then you said, holy app? You're fucking poor. You're poor and... Like, what am I supposed to do here? Just be silent? You're watching me on a stream. It's a political/cultural commentary show. What the fuck do you expect me to do? Yeah, enjoy the shadow, nigga.
You could trade on this. This is Kalshi, a regulated exchange where you trade on real.
Like I said a couple times, like just gotta as a group make sure that we're getting better on all sides of the game. Give ourselves the best chance in the series.
Shay, you talked earlier about you felt like you did a better job playing to your identity as a team tonight. What specific things did you guys do better in this game that you think can epitomize the identity of this team?
Turn them over, I think. We rebounded better. I think our pace was better. Decision making was better. But I think like ultimately through their runs and their long plays, we just like stuck with it together. They made their runs. Obviously they're a good team, they're gonna do so. But we didn't get discouraged more so tonight, and just like in there we had our runs and our fair shares as well.
Shay, you mentioned the calm down moment between you and Jared. When you think about your journey in the NBA, what kind of helped you find the balance between being present in your emotions but also present in the game?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of it's just like trial and error as you play games, as you're in the biggest moments. But usually I like to err on the side of like less emotion, just because it gives you the best shot to think clearly. But sometimes you need emotion to fire you and get the job in certain situations. So I think it's just about finding a balance, and honestly, you just have to like figure it out.
Yeah, Shay, your answer on our post-game interview in the court is different than the one in here. Can you just kind of explain what was going on?
I didn't really hear it. And then once I looked at what she said, I gave her the right answer. Yeah, at first I really know what she said.
Figured that would be the case. For me, you guys have played without Jalen before. You don't know what his status is going to be going forward. If you could just kind of address that and the possibility of not having him.
Yeah, I don't know too much right now. Obviously, if you don't have him, it hurts. Still believe in this team. Like you said, we played a bunch of games without him. One big game without him. But I still think we get the job done. But yeah, using a guy like that, kind of play like that, no matter how good your team is, otherwise it hurts a little bit. And also for him, it's just like a human being. He's had a tough year with injuries. Yeah.
Alex, offensively, you guys were really efficient tonight in comparison to game one. Not just the shooting, but the assist to turnover ratio. What did you like best about the offensive process as a team tonight?
Yeah, I thought we were, under control for the most part. There was a couple of times where we tried to play a little too fast, got ahead of ourselves, but just the process of
trying to chase good shots and create good shots, whether it was the first action or the third action. 5 seconds left in the clock or 5 seconds into the clock. So just being diligent about that and making sure that we got the right look rather than just taking one that felt like it was the right type of shoot.
Just talk a little bit about what Isaiah did out there tonight. Getting primary guarding duty on Wendy, obviously, you know how tough that is after game one. Just what did you like about what he did and the look that he was able to provide defensively?
Yeah, I thought he just did a good job of being physical. He making him work all games. I think it ended up being beneficial for him on the glass late in the game. He cleaned that up offensively and defensively for us. A couple of possessions in a row that were really big. So, just making it, kind of trench warfare and putting his will on the line to go get the job done.
Forget the exact number, but I think it was like 50 some bench points you guys had in this with so many different guys stepping up. Do you get the sense that there's like a sense of pride for the guys coming off the bench to take that responsibility of being able to provide a spark?
Yeah, I think, night in, night out, the bench does what the game tells it to do. And, some nights it's a bunch of shots and you're going in and you just ride with it, just like game one, I was open, so I kept shooting. Tonight, whether it was AJ, Kaysen, Jared, myself, just trying to be, in the right position to take advantage of what the game gives you. And tonight it was be aggressive offensive.
AC, you seem to be leading the team with like fearlessness and action. Are you imparting any of that to your teammates, and like, what's your preparation against the specific?
Yeah, it's that time of year. If you're fearless, then you're probably going to lose and go home. You got to lay it all on the line if you want to win. You want to win big, at least. If you want to win the last game of the season, which I do every time that I'm here, I want to win the last one. So for me, it's pretty easy to get myself going and lock into that.
Okay, don't freak out. There's this.
Stop doing it. Okay, stop doing it. You were playing for the number one spot, the way that they see it, but you feel like you already got it. That's already me. I've been saying that though. But me and the league is gonna get it in. We for the same thing, so let's do it, league. Let's do it. Is that the game you want, or are there other games you want? That's what y'all want to play. In school mates. Like I'm beating the game. I like how you play. I'm thinking to get that.
I know. What's the league around the first general manager? Hey, well, we'll get the game. We'll get the game. We want to go to Instagram. It's just right. They said the first person to step on the room was only playing in the middle. But that's because they didn't know about the rock star. They say stand inside, they don't salute, but they say Spider-Man, they go to the hospital.
name tags of the school. Every time Keon wins, his IG caption is whoever he wants to play next. I think we need that more in the scene from players. I think that is incredible. I think that is incredible. And it's not that crazy. It's not disrespecting school. He didn't disrespect school. And in the final part of that one-on-one video with Scotty asked him who he wanted to play. He said, I respect this game. I love this game. I think it's been a good game. And the fact that he's stepping out on the rim right here and he's calling up the school out, I think the school is very intrigued by that game. The school plays anybody. Especially a guy like Kieran who just picked up a top 5 win. I think that 1v1 makes a lot of sense. But one thing I will say, Uncle Scuba prep time is different. Uncle Scuba prep time is different. But another thing, Keon, his wingspan, one thing he showed me is his ability to defend. That was my biggest thing. His ability to defend at a high level. He threw out against Moon, giving himself enough time to get going, even though he wasn't even efficient against Moon. With Moon looking the game up and all those things, Keon found a way through his defense to prolong the game long enough to go on and run at the end. I think that's really, really big, y'all. But let's go back to the video. Yeah, let's see. It's a Rob situation. This is right here. The game nobody trying to come. I got the next thing to ask you. I like breaking it. Yeah. He stays, but by this chart as well. I think it was not this situation yet. Just start with you covering. School the key right here to the top 5.